Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back to All the Words You Wrote. My name is MS-Punk1, and last video we just were on the phone with our friend Nina, and ended up venting to her about everything that had happened to us these past weeks. Apparently we just maybe had to get it out of our system or something. But now it seems like Sai is coming by. So hopefully she can help us smooth things over or out with Hijiri. Let's see what happens. Sorry. Sai comes over the following morning, as she promised in a text. I hear a car pull up outside the house at around 11 a.m. and hasten outside to meet her. It feels like it's been a while since I last clapped eyes on Sai. My life has changed a good deal since then, but Sai herself looks the same as always, still dressed in the same black suit she favors. I ushers Sai inside, who follows without complaint. Sai addresses me while slipping off her shoes in the entrance hall. Oh well, you know, could be worse. At least I'm still alive. Now shoeless, Sai straightens her back and offers me a sympathetic smile. I guess. I rub the back of my neck with one hand. She hasn't spoken to me very much, if I'm being honest. Sai nods thoughtfully. That's right. It's almost like she's trying to pretend I don't exist or something. If I'm being honest, it's kind of lonely. Sai clicks her tongue. At least I'm being paid to be guested, to be ghosted. That's like a silver lining. What company? I hardly ever see her. Doesn't make me feel great in all honesty, but as I guess it could always be worse. It's not like Hijiri's been actively abusing me. She hasn't put Fanta tags in my shoes or the super glue in my shampoo. She's only ignoring me. It still hurts, yeah, but it's not physical kind of hurt. It's bearable. I survive. I know people spout platitudes like this all the time, but when it comes to Sai, I really do believe her. She's so earnest, not to mention mature with her neat black hair and her neat black suit. I've known Sai since I was a little kid. She seemed very wise and benevolent back then. A bit like a goddess turned business guru. She used to buy me small treats, toys and candy whenever she stopped by, which only served to endear me further to her. She was my childhood hero. I'm older now as is Sai, but my youthful reverence for her has yet to fade. When I'm with Sai, I really do feel like things work out. Thanks, Sai. I appreciate it. Sai's voice drops to a whisper. I don't feel like I'm doing all that great, but I return Sai's lipsticky smile with one of my own. Thanks, I keep at it. Sai squeezes my shoulder with one hand, then glances to the hallway. Don't you like your meetings with Hijiri? Sai sighs, then shakes her head for a second time. Now this sounds familiar. I wonder. Has Mom been complaining about Keiichi again? Sai looks exhausted, and she hasn't even spoken to Hijiri yet. I have to wonder if her company is truly that demanding. Maybe it's a good thing that Hijiri's been ignoring me more or less since I moved into her home. It's sad, but it sounds less stressful than whatever it is Sai has to deal with. She was in the living room last I checked. I don't know if she's entirely ready though. I nod. She looked half asleep too, from what I glimpsed. The bags under her eyes were almost violet. Is she not always awake when you stop by? Sai voice trail off. She must know that it's pointless raising such a complaints with me. I'm not Hijiri's PA. I'm just a housekeeper. Because she smiles guiltily. Stern words. Stern words? Sai sets off through the hallway. She raps her knuckles smartly against her living room door and addresses Hijiri through the wood. I hear a shuffling from beyond the door, when a sullen reply. Under her breath I hear Sai murmur. Sai slides the door open, then steps inside the living room. She offers me another constrained lipsticky smile, which speaks of a great suffering, before sliding the door shut once more. I stand in the hallway, arms held loosely at my sides, feeling about as useful as a crumpled leaf curled up on the sidewalk. Which is to say, not very. Hijiri's large house feels very cold all of a sudden. Without Sai at my side. I feel even more alone when I did upon waking this morning. It is actually something of a feat. What am I supposed to do now? I can imagine them now sitting around a wooden table, Hijiri in her tracksuit, Sai black and pristine and businesslike. Maybe discussing Hijiri's progress on Elf Forest's latest volume in voices so low I can't overhear them. I shouldn't be trying to overhear them. The meeting has nothing to do with me. I know I should leave things be. I'm sure there's a few shorts I could be attending to upstairs, but I creep a little closer to the sliding door. I'm curious, can't help it. I want to know what it is exactly they're talking about. Has Hijiri made much progress on with Elf Forest next volume? Sai didn't seem very optimistic when we chatted in an entrance hall, but she's not been living with Hijiri like I have. Hijiri has been secreted secret away inside her room from morning until dusk, like a Tiberian monk. I don't know what she's been doing if she's not been working. Surely she's made some progress. I like Hijiri to prove Sai wrong, but Sai's voice drifts to me through the sliding door. Sounds sharper than usual, and I can detect a distinct undercurrent of irritation. It's been, 5 minutes since the meeting began? I'm not sure. Don't have a watch to hand, but I've been hovering outside for a while. Does it sound like things are going well? Can't hear Hijiri's reply. Her voice is too muffled, but Sai's follow-up is intelligible enough. What? Eh? I assumed Hijiri had been having some trouble with Volume 9, or with the unexpected delay between it and the previous volume, but I hadn't been aware things were this dire. I thought Hijiri had made some progress on it at the very least. Has she really not written a single line? What then has Hijiri been doing with her time during these weeks? All these months? Doesn't seem like she has any pressing concerns which would distract her from her writing. But then again, I don't know that much about Hijiri, nor her struggles. She refuses to speak to me, let alone open up to me. Intrigued, I lean a little closer to the sliding door, my ear pressed against the papery screen. If anybody were to walk by and look pretty unscrupulous, I'm not even trying to mask my eavesdropping. Not that it really matters. It's not like there's anybody else in the house to see me. I think Hijiri must be replying to Sai. Her voice hushed because everything goes quiet. Can't pick out what Hijiri is saying beyond a few murmurs, but Sai's response to my relief is much more distinct. I'm not in the room myself, but Sai's irritation is so palpable I fear myself flinching. I'm glad I'm not in Hijiri's shoes. Not that she's ever wears shoes indoors. Sai is giving her a real thrashing. I hear another vague murmur, courtesy of Hijiri. The seconds pass, each one unbearably slow until Sai retorts. There's a brief lull in Sai's impassioned speech, during which I presume Hijiri offers a few words of resistance. I can barely hear Hijiri, but I catch a faint resentful murmur of I hear a rustling of fabric, courtesy of Sai perhaps, and a heavy sigh. Hijiri's response is fragmentary, but Sai's answer gives me a pretty good idea of what it is. It was exactly she said. What exactly what she said. I can hear the smile in Sai's words with an extra mark. Hijiri replies dryly, to which Sai laughs. Now have you never need any help? Shouldn't be ever. But I think that will be it for this video. So hope you liked it, and if you did, so leave a like to it as usual, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.